Hi everyone, I'm Christina Young and I'm with Lighthouse Ledgers and this is bookkeeping tutorials for entrepreneurs. Today we're going to be going over entering expenses for bills to be paid. So here you'll see the home screen for Simon's Cove Jewelry, the test account that I use for these kinds of tutorials. You'll notice that I'm using QuickBooks Accountant Desktop 2015. Your screen will likely look a little bit different than mine. However, for the sake of these tutorials, the functionality for this kind of stuff is generally pretty consistent across different QuickBooks versions. So in order to show you where you find entering bills, you can either come up here to the vendor tab and either hit enter bills right here, or let's say you're actually in the vendor center. From any of these screens, you can select the vendor that you want to use. And then down here at the bottom where it says manage transactions, you can then select enter bills. Or since I'm really a fan of shortcuts, I will also share the shortcut key with you, and that is going to be hitting Alt O B, and you hit it all at the same time. So this is our bill screen, and as you can see here, we have the options to select either bill or credit. For the sake of this tutorial, we're just going to be focusing on bills. Leave the bill received checked, and that has some functionality if you're receiving items and have not received the bill for those items yet. And speaking of items, you'll see down here that we have expenses and items as two different tabs. For the sake of this tutorial, we're focusing just on expenses. Items have a tendency to be more of the kind of physical inventory that you're bringing in. So this is where you put in the vendor information, and let's say that Puget Sound Energy is billing us at the beginning of the month for the energy that we used in the previous month. So here we go ahead and as you can see, I typed in Puget Sound Energy, but if you were trying to enter in something for a new vendor, then you would be putting it over here on Add New, and you can do a quick add. We'll be covering adding vendors at another time. So the date is generally the invoice or bill date. The reference number is generally the bill number, but you can use whatever number relates it to that invoice for you. And then let's say that the amount of the bill is $150. Generally speaking, smaller companies are not necessarily going to have terms with these kinds of vendors, so you can put down due on receipt, or if they give you 30 days, then you can change it over to net 30. And let's put that this is July electricity, not electricity. And I accidentally hit the shift key, seems to be stuck. But anyway, moving on. This one, I've set up Puget Sound Energy when I set up the vendor to automatically hit utilities, and you can put more information in here for the memo if you'd like. Now, the bill is really just for bills that you receive that you have not paid yet. If you're looking for something that you have paid at the same time, like a receipt, that's something that you're going to be going through the write checks function. So this is more for bills that you haven't paid yet, but you want to make sure that you're putting into QuickBooks to be able to track and remind yourself that this is something that you're going to have to pay for, and help assist you when it comes to the budgeting process. So if you have multiple bills to put in, you can just hit Save and New, and that's going to bring up another bill screen for you. But since this is the end of our tutorial, we will hit Save and Close. And I'm sure I'll go ahead and change the terms for that. So this concludes entering expenses to be paid with QuickBooks. Please feel free to visit our website for more bookkeeping tips. We also have our contact information on our website if you need one-on-one assistance or have an idea for a future topic you would like us to tackle. Until then, take care.